Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. I'm here at Cordell Clubhouse. Another day, another story. I got some cadets today. A couple of new ones that never been here before. So it's important to, get them used to this, and hopefully we'll have interesting topics to talk about. We're going to go from my left to my right, and we're just going to give everybody the opportunity to say their name, their age, and how long they've been coming here. So what's your name, sweetie?
My name is Jarvis, and I've been here for 2 years.
2 years. How old are you?
I'm 7.
You're 7. Okay.
My name is Evan, and I'm 8 years old, and I've been here for
You've been here for what?
3 years, I guess.
3 years? Okay.
My name is Angelina, and I'm 8 years old, and I've been here for like a year and a half.
Okay, year and a half. She makes the half a year very important. She just doesn't want to say 1 year, and she doesn't want to lie to you and say 2 years. So year and a half. Welcome to the podcast. I know you guys just grabbed me from the studio and you want to try this. So in the podcast, in case you didn't know, I let anybody talk about anything that they have on their mind. So it could be about your parents, it could be about chores, it could be about school. So let's see who comes up with a topic first. So does anyone have anything to talk about today?
I do.
Oh, you jump right in. Okay. What are you going to talk about today?
Shoes.
Ooh, shoes. All right. When you say shoes, are you one of those fashionistas that you have a lot of shoes?
Yes,
You have
I
like
do.
2 pairs of shoes. You have 25 pairs of shoes. You
More
have
than
your
25.
Oh my God. You have shoes like in boxes still that you haven't
Yes.
used. Oh Jesus Christ. We're creating a monster. All right, let's hear this topic. Tell me what you want to talk about shoes.
The mark about like Jordans, Pumas, different type of shoes.
Do you have a lot of sneakers?
Yes.
Okay, who started you in this shoe-a-thon?
My aunt and uncle, they started buying me Jordans, Adidas, any type of shoes. And then my mom started, and then different type of my family members started buying me shoes for Christmas. I got 5 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
Or more. I don't know.
Yeah,
Didn't
she probably
count.
still has some in boxes she don't even know. She got presents she hasn't opened yet. Wow. Okay, well, if shoes is your thing, then hey, you're on the right. So you think you have about how many shoes? Roughly. I mean, we don't have to be exact, but in your mind, if you look at your closet and the side and the floor,
Just close your eyes and just be telling
and how many you think you have?
Like 100 or more.
100 shoes is a lot. You may have to show me a picture of this, because 100 shoes is a lot.
A lot.
100 shoes, like you counting 2 as a pair, or you counting one set of shoes? Because 100 shoes is a lot. I'm gonna tell you right now, how many shoes you think you got in your closet, including your flip flops, your sandalias, whatever you got, your house shoes, whatever they call it. But how many shoes you think you have in your house?
I think I have 1,000 or something.
Oh, right, you guys don't know
Oh my
numbers.
God.
1,000 shoes. How many shoes you think you
I
got,
think
sweetie,
I have
at home?
20 or something. I think I have like 50.
50. You guys are really shoe divas, because I'm gonna let you know I don't have 50 shoes. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna have boots. I got a couple of dressy shoes. I probably got 10,
10?
and that's probably a couple of old sneakers. I'm counting my Crocs. I'm counting everything. I probably got 10 or 12.
I think I have 20 or just...
You went from 1,000 to 20. That's a big jump. I'm gonna have to just start teaching you guys math first. You guys know big numbers, because you went real
I
high
know
on
little
me.
numbers, not big numbers.
You got a pair of shoes like for school.
Yeah,
Then you got a pair of shoes for gym. Then you got your little water shoes, so when it rains. And then you got your old boots that you just kick around when it snows. And but 100 shoes, I don't know about you guys.
My 3-year-old little baby cousin, he has a lot of Jordan shoes and fashion shoes, and I'm so jealous of him.
Don't be jealous. Let me tell you something about these shoe things. It's great to have, and I don't knock it if your parents could do it, and your aunts could do it, and your uncles, and whoever's spoiling you in this. If you're doing good in school, I have no problem with it. I don't care what they give you. If they give you shoes and that's your thing, all for it. I don't like that these people have crazy prices on these sneakers. So that's my problem with it. My daughters, that damn, they have a lot of shoes. My daughters have a lot of shoes. That's because my daughters, one of them is 3 and one of them is she'll be 7 next week. Shout out to Liana. So when her shoes that she had when she was a baby, they kind of just transferred over to the other one. So all her old shoes became my other daughter's shoes. So, they just kind of like have a lot of shoes together, but they kind of like really share the same shoes. So whatever sneakers don't fit my daughter now that she's older, now they her sister's shoes.
I want to say something really quick.
What's up?
When I was little, my dad, right now, my dad had the same shoe when I was little, and I never have them. I really really want them. It was Jordans, but I don't. It was gray, but I don't remember what's the name of it.
What do you guys know about Jordan?
They're really cool.
The style's really cool. That's what you know about them. What do you know about them? They make noise when you step.
Yeah.
What else?
They go like,
Does everyone here have a pair of Jordans?
Yes.
I have one before, but
All right, that's
I
one
don't
pair.
use it.
I'm not even gonna ask you. You probably got 2. Who has 2 pairs of Jordans here? Say yes.
I got more.
You got 1? You got 2?
I got just one.
Just 1. Okay.
I
What
have
about you?
0.
You have 0?
Yeah.
You like me? I don't got no Jordans. Yeah, no, I don't have none. You have, all right. You may have 4 or 5. All right.
Yeah.
So you probably have 2. She has 5. All right. You guys know nothing about Jordan?
I
No.
know a little.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what you know.
That the guy with the basketball who's jumping on the shoes, I think that's Michael Jackson or I mix them up.
I think it's a basketball player.
Yeah.
Definitely a basketball player. You're on the right track.
But I forgot his name because I confused him with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, a lot of people used to do that, and I understand how you could mix it up. It's the same initials, but it's Michael Jordan.
Oh.
His name is Michael Jordan. So the
What's
sneakers
the
you
matter,
the sneakers you
Jordans?
wear, they just call them Jordans. That's his last name, but the person is called Michael Jordan. So you don't know nothing about Michael Jordan.
So
I
he keep like making shoes of him.
Well, they keep bringing out his shoes. He actually doesn't make really too many new shoes. What you know about him? Because you seem to be eager. So now that you know it's Michael Jordan, he is a basketball player. What else we know?
My family really talks about him that he's now in a country, I forgot what country, and he's playing basketball for that country. And I forgot the story about him, but I know every story about every president, and I know his story, but I forgot it. I forgot every story.
Okay, I mean, he hasn't played basketball in nearly 16 years.
Wow.
But he was a basketball player. He played on TV. He played for the Chicago Bulls. He also played for another team, but he's really famous for playing for the Chicago Bulls.
True.
He is what people called the GOAT, which is the greatest player of all time. So he's considered the GOAT. So okay, baby. So what that means is that he's the best player in basketball. He's very famous because they won a lot of championships, and his sneakers have become iconic. You know, little people like you have probably never seen him play basketball in your life,
I have.
but he's really famous, and he was one of the best basketball players ever. He's still alive, so he's still alive. So he is one of the greatest basketball players, and his sneakers became very famous from Nike. And every year they just keep releasing his old sneakers in different colors, and people keep buying them. So that's why he's very, very famous and very, very, very rich.
Why
because people buy
doesn't
him.
he play anymore basketball?
He's old. He's older. He's probably now in his 50s, and you can't play basketball for that long. So he retired. He actually retired and came back to play basketball for the same team, won a couple of championships, and then retired again. And now he's just living the life, and he owns a percentage of a basketball team, the Washington Wizards. And then now he has other people that wear his sneakers. So you may have another basketball player that wears Jordans, and he pays them for wearing their sneakers. So
Didn't he break his leg once?
I don't think he ever broke his leg. No, I'm almost positive he never broke his leg. Probably got hurt a couple of times, but nothing that severe. But if you want to look it up, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have tablets and phones and stuff like that. Look up Michael Jordan, and maybe we'll do a podcast, like a part B of you guys learning a little bit about him. Maybe you have more to talk about, and maybe you could watch like little videos on YouTube or whatever you can. So I see that your shoe game is very up to par, as they would say.
Up here.
Yeah, your shoe level is very high. What else? You have like little heels and you have stuff like
Yes,
that.
I got high heels.
See, she has all that stuff. What about you? You have like little heels. Do you have like play shoes that you play at home with? Like if you're playing princess and you got like little heels and little sparkly stuff.
Yes.
No, you don't do dress up at home.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes my daughters are dress up girls. They dress up for everything. She has like little shoes for her for what's the name of that movie, for the Frozen. She may have like the little slippers that are Frozen slippers or whatever. They're into that. Girls are into all that stuff. But now you guys are into sneakers and y'all are expensive.
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about? That was a nice topic. You have anything you want to talk about? About school? About your parents?
Speaking
About where you came from?
dress, well, maybe yes.
Maybe
where we
what?
came from.
Okay, where you came from, sweetie? Where's your family from? Where's your grandmother from? That's usually my question.
From Honduras.
Honduras. Okay, so you're what we call Honduran. You're from Honduras. So you're from South America. Okay, we live in North America. You're from South America. So you're Honduran. You're basically Latin. You're Latin. You're Latin. What about you, sweetie?
My grandma came from DR.
Okay, so you're also Latin. My grandmother came from Puerto Rico, so I'm also Latin. So you see, now we have something in common. We all look different because you're a little darker skinned than me, and I'm probably just about the same as you, and we're all Latin. Do we speak Spanish?
Yes.
You speak Spanish? Oh, vamos en español. We're about to change this whole podcast to straight Spanish. Okay, vamos a hablar ahora en español. Dime una cosita ahí en español, dime. ¿Tú hablas mucho en español o no? Un poquito.
Tanto.
No tanto. ¿Qué tú sabes decirle en español?
Yo sé cómo decir muchas cosas que me gusta decir.
Ok, dime algo. Dime algo bueno. Que yo, para oír la voz tuya en español, porque la voz mía es diferente. Ya se oye que la voz mía es diferente.
A mí me gusta jugar mucho con mis amigos.
¿Mucho con tus amigos? Ok. ¿Tú tienes hermanos y hermanas?
Sí.
¿Cuántos tienes?
No sé cómo cuánto tienes.
¿Cuántos viven contigo ahora? 2 o 3?
2.
2. Ok. ¿Y tú?
Yo tengo 2 hermanos y ninguno vive conmigo.
Ok. ¿Dónde viven? ¿En Santo Domingo?
No, uno vive con mi papá y otro vive en Santo Domingo, sí, con su mamá.
Ok. ¿Tú tienes hermana?
Sí.
Yo creo que yo vi la hermana tuya. Ella estaba aquí cuando en el party.
Esa es mi prima.
Esa es la
Ada.
prima. Yo siempre creo que ustedes son hermanas. Ok, so tú tienes una prima y una hermana o no?
Ajá, tengo una hermana que es la que vive con mi papá y Ada vive conmigo.
Ok. Yo no tengo hermano. Yo soy el único. Y el país mío se casó y tengo hermanos de parte de mi país. So tengo 3 hermanas. Pero yo soy el único varón. Oh, Spanish is nice. I like the way you talk. So, tú sabes que en este podcast se escucha en muchos países. Se escucha en Honduras, se escucha en Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, Sudamérica, México. So, hay muchas personas escuchando este podcast en todos diferentes países en el mundo. En Rusia, en Russia, en Barbados, in the Bahamas. There's a whole list. There's like 39 countries that listen to this. France, Germany, England. So I give a shout out to all you guys that just listen to us. I don't even know how you get it. I really don't. I don't know how.
¿Cuál episodio es para ponerlo en el celular ahorita cuando llegue para la casa?
If you're going to listen to it, hopefully if you're listening to my voice, you already know how to find it. But it should be on the KIPS Bay Digital Arts. So you can find it on the KIPS Bay Digital Arts. That has our YouTube. It has all the videos that we put up. And if you do that in one of the podcast apps, you can find
have
all
that.
you can find all our stuff. So it's nice. You see, we could switch to Spanish, and some of our people listen to it. Now you could
See?
tell your grandmother, "Grandma, listen to my podcast. I speak in Spanish," and then she might listen to it. She may not understand all the part that we said in English, but when your little Spanish voice comes on, she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's my baby," and she's gonna be all happy, and then we're gonna be like, "Oh," and we're gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna clap for you," and she's gonna be, she's gonna be all crazy, and she's gonna be happy. It is important also in our Latin heritage that we continue to try to speak Spanish and teach, our cousins and our brothers and all that to speak Spanish, because it's going to help you later on in life. If you know 2 languages, it's going to be great. I always say my daughters are Puerto Rican and their mother's Polish. You ever heard of Polish?
No.
They're from Poland. That's another country. And my daughters are speaking English. They're learning to speak Spanish, and they're also learning to speak Polish. So that's 3 languages. So that's really good. You guys so far have 2 languages. So let's start there, and hopefully you can learn another language. And it's always going to be good for you to learn more languages. I'm trying to learn Polish, but it's kind of hard for me. I only know Spanish and English.
Now let's start speaking maybe about family members.
Okay, what you want to know? What was does everyone here live with their parents?
Yes.
Okay. I used to live with my grandmother. My grandma's the one that raised me. My mother's not too far away. She lives like 2 or 3 floors under me. But when I was a baby, I always lived with my grandmother. So everybody here lives with their parents. What else?
I have a funny story about my little cousin.
Let's do it.
Every time he takes a bath and I change him, he goes to the room running, and in the living room he says, "Cicote," starts doing this funny
A
dance.
little cicote dance.
Yeah.
My daughters, they get out the bathtub, and they run around and they just scream at each other, naked babies. I don't know why they do it, but they be like, naked babies, and they just start running, and it's really, really cute. It's really funny, but sometimes they could slip, like the floor gets wet and slippery, but they kind of like run into the living room so that we could change them and put the pajamas on and stuff like that. But my little one, the little baby, Isabella, she starts dancing. She's like, "Daddy, naked baby, naked baby, naked baby." I don't know if they saw like one of those little music videos or something, but they rush out of the bathtub and they just say naked babies. So it's kind of cute. I mean, it's funny too, but it's cute. That's my story. What about you? You got a story? Okay, come on. You've been a little quiet. There's no need to be shy. No one's looking at you. They're just hearing your voice. That's all they're doing. We got a good podcast. Look, we got 18 minutes. I'm about to put this up today, or at least sometime this week. So let's say something nice about your parents. Maybe you have something nice to say about them.
I do know something funny about my nephew.
Okay, well,
Okay.
you got a nephew? Okay, well, what's something funny about your nephew?
Always when he like takes a bath, he always hands like this.
He always dances and he does like the little wiggle dance.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think kids just like that. They feel so clean, maybe. They're so happy. I mean, it's almost like when you get out the pool too, right? When you get out the pool, you feel like, oh man, this is so much fun. I think pools are awesome. I think I could go to the pool, like in the summertime, I could go to the pool every day. I love the pool.
I agree. Every time I go to Santo Domingo during I'm going to the pool, I hit myself on the hand and say, okay, first I'm going to have a tan, and then I first go to the pool, not a tan.
I don't like the beach as much. I mean, I've been to Santo Domingo only once. I don't really like the beach, not because I don't like the sand. It's just like I like the pool. I like to feel the bottom of the pool. I know that it's a certain height. I know that it's it's kind of clean. It's usually the same temperature. Waves are not hitting me, so I kind of like the pool thing.
The pool
I
is
really
better.
like. Have you guys been here in the summertime?
No,
you
I
haven't
used to
been?
have another after school like this one, and I've been there in the summertime. They always used to bring stuff. We always used to go on trips. I feel like it's gonna be more fun here because this place
Well,
is
you
better.
you need to talk to your mom and get a flyer because our summer camp is the bomb. If you want to see what we did all summer, I put all the videos of every trip that we went on. It's on Kids Bay Digital Arts on YouTube. and you can see every trip that we went on last year. We had a great time. On top of that, we have our own pool. So we have our own pool, not in this building, but in the other building. We have our own pool, so we don't have to worry about people jumping in or us sharing a pool with somebody. That's all ours. So when we go over there, we have like an hour and a half of just playing in the pool.
Yeah,
and we
I was
have a
gonna
really
watch
good
that
time.
video when I was watching the Christmas show. That you
Yeah,
told
there's a
me,
whole bunch of other videos on it. Watch them because that's kind of all our trips that we went on last year. And it'll show you the pool. I recorded us in the pool and in the water and all that. All that stuff was done. I recorded all that stuff, and all the music from all those videos was done here by some of our kids. So there's not one music that one sound or one song that was not done by one of our kids. So that's another thing that's pretty exciting. But I know our summer camp, if you haven't been here before, is awesome. We're here for about 8 weeks. Camp starts at 8 in the morning until 6 o'clock. We have at least 2 trips a week. The staff that you see now, most of us are here in the summer. Miss Loudy, you saw Miss Loudy this year?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll be here for the summer because she goes away for camp. So she'll be here. And Mr. Ralphie, he's usually in college too, but he'll be here. And most of the staff that you see now, you'll see in the summer. And we have a good time because most of us already know you. You know the building. You know it's safe. You feel comfortable around it. Your parents know us. It's nothing strange. We go on a lot of trips. We make sure that we have a great time. And you're gonna do a lot of stuff like this, like podcasting and maybe photography and taking pictures and all that stuff. So we definitely, we try to do the best that we can, even in the after school. But we really we take it step it up a notch in the summertime because you're here for longer. Instead of being here for 3 hours, you're with us for 10 hours. So we have a lot of fun. We may be able to do a podcast, something like this that we can have 16 people here and it takes half an hour or 40 minutes or something like that. So, we'll have a good time. Definitely tell your parents to get a flyer and look into it. They could start paying slowly and all that stuff because I don't think you're going to have more fun. I mean, if you come on a regular basis here and you come after school all the time and you think that we do a good job and you have fun and you like the staff, it's going to be that plus more in the summer. All right. So with that, we're going to leave this podcast. You guys want to say goodbye? You want to say something to your friends, your parents? This is the opportunity you have to say it. You can go first. You want to give a little shout out to mom and dad and your people in Santo Domingo? You could do that.
Shout out to Austin since I said that he does the dance. It's so funny.
Shout out to him. What about you, baby? You got a shout out? Go ahead.
To my mom and sister.
Okay, your mom and sister. My shout out to everyone listening throughout all the countries. Shout out to my babies, Isabella and Liana. I love you. And shout out to you guys for trying something new. And I think that we're going to do a little homework. And we're going to come back. And hopefully I'll put this podcast up on Friday. And you can start sharing it with your family members. And we should have a good time. All right, guys? So thank you for coming. And, I'm going to play my little outro.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check.
And we're out of here.